before we get to a Big 12 rivalry game between Oklahoma State and Oklahoma, you want to subscribe to Jim Feist's YouTube page. It's called Sports Betting. Just click on the link right above us. You get updates on Proline and free videos each day. Plus, if you want to go to jimfeist.com, just click on that basketball, the link at the bottom right of the page you're looking at, and it'll take you right to the site. You can get plays from Jeff, Zach, Jim Feist, and all the gang. All right, Thursday we have this Oklahoma State versus Oklahoma. Two very good teams here. Oklahoma State 18-12, although they're not playing very good right now. A 1-5 run. Oklahoma, though, 9-2 run. You got the Sooners here, a 4-point favorite, and they should be. They swept both meetings, 82-65 in the first one, and then the game rematch at Oklahoma State. They won just as convincing, 64-56. In fact, they were trailing 35-25 at the half and then came roaring back. What happens is the Sooners decided to change styles and push the pace in the second half, and they just overwhelmed the Oklahoma State defense. So, Jeff, I wonder here, did Lon Kruger outcoach Travis Ford in those two games, and is it going to happen again?
Well, that's a good question. Oklahoma State started out better than everybody thought they would because they were picked to finish in the lower half of the Big 12, and they got off to a good start, but now they come back. They lost 5 out of 6, and they probably were overachieving there for a while. LeBron Nash, leading scorer, is 16 points per game, but he tweaked his ankle on last Saturday's loss at West Virginia and didn't score in the last, didn't make a basket in the last 30 minutes of the game. Cowboys shot 54% in that game, still couldn't win, mostly because West Virginia had 19 more free throw attempts. As you said, Oklahoma won both games this year, and this is one of those cases where I probably want to go against them again. But the Big 12, as I said last week, the Big 12 is pretty much an overrated conference. The Sooners eked out a win against Kansas last week. Kansas was playing without 2 of their best players, and Oklahoma still would barely beat them. Oklahoma's 0-6 against the spread in the last 6 games. So I think there's a lot of mediocrity in this conference. Sooners play good defense. They hold opponents to 38.4% from the field. Buddy Hield, leading scorer, is 17.4 points per game. Double revenge Oklahoma State, but I just can't take that team right now. I'm not crazy about taking Oklahoma either because they're not covering the spread. So I'll probably lay off this game, Jeff.
Yeah, that's right. Oklahoma is on that 0-6 spread run. They're playing some defense on an 8-4 run under the total. 15th team ranked in the country. They're number 3 in the Big 12 in scoring on a nice 9-2 winning run, and a pretty good offensive balance, too. And, Zach, they have Isaiah Cousins, so, are they a better team than their state cousin here?
Hey, I think we've talked about a Big 12 matchup the last 4 weeks, and each time I've passed on it. I think the Big 12, it's like that game on Price is Right, Klinko or whatever. You're going to drop that ski thing down, and you're looking for it to land right there for the prize money, but it's going to go.
That's the Big 12.
It's going to shift on you. So you see these crazy shifts in the Big 12 games, and frankly, until I see with all these conferences in college basketball, it's just a conference I just would rather not touch, especially conference tournament. I'm sure there's going to be some crazier swings in the Big 12. It's going to be all around, but it's been a big pattern in the Big 12. I think it's just because of the style of play. Very little defense, run and gun. They can shoot the ball. When you have teams that can shoot the 3 ball at a rapid pace like these teams do, it's just bound to be raced leads in less than 2 to 3 minutes, and et cetera. So you got the quality talent for both these teams, but where's the defense? Where's the advantage for 40 minutes? I just don't see it.
Okay, so we got pass, and I will also pass on the side. However, I will look at a high-scoring game because these teams, a lot of offensive options inside and out. They're ranked number 3 and 4 in the Big 12 in shooting. They're 1 and 2 ranked in free throws, and they're 4 and 5 ranked in 3-point shooting field goals. Oklahoma State is on a 7-2 run over the total. They lost at West Virginia, giving up 81 points. They had enough offense to beat TCU with 82 points the last 2 games. Meanwhile, Oklahoma, they had that win against Kansas, 75-73. The last game that went over the total of 142. And in that last meeting, Lon Kruger just went up tempo in the second half, and Oklahoma State couldn't stop him. So why not start the game like that? All in all, I see an offensive game, up tempo game from start to finish. Probably one that goes over the total.